All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Here we go, set, 60 or. They can't hang with us.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Herbert. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Check 13. Check 13. Shoot.
On first down, Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On second down, McNeil, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Check 26, check 26. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
70, Indy. 54, 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Alert flag.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that?
he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Set up. 60 outlaw. 54. Mike, 54. And keep it up. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Ito Smith, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check. Check.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here we go. Hey, high 7. 54. Mike, 54.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run it with Williams. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
We go. 8-3.
We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Check safety, 6-6. Pull it high.
From the gun, Herbert. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the counter, it's Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on,
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
A first down carry for Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Good track.
They run the counter. It's Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready, break.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Now! Alpha!
Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud.
5!
He'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the set.
Check my 45. I'm here all day.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end right, tight end right. Everyone got 4 down.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6.
45, Mike, 45. Guys, game situation, let's go. Check, 40.
Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, get up the field.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
2nd and 15. This one caught by Ridley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Check 50.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
56.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, tackled that time by Akello Witherspoon.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, this will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I don't even know why this team showed up. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 45. Come on.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come, come.
Protein spill.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there, 54, right there, right there, 54, Mike.
Danny. Mike 54. Mike 54. Who that?
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Big Griff.
Back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, McNeil. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 23 yards to pick up there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And that Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check 52 to Mike.
Check. Recon 132 fighter.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. On third down, Herbert complete to Kelly. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. No. Ready.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there gets them a bit closer, but you can bet there's probably some guys on that sideline, Charles, thinking we deserve a better play.
No doubt, Brandon. Those 2 misses earlier kind of hanging over them right about now. In a tight one like this, if those are makes, then obviously this is a completely different game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A give to Smith out of the gun. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? And logo.
Silver.
On first down, it's Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Wrist on travel. Go.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Herbert. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Hey, Delta.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 3. Check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now a man has been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking to throw. Herbert, and he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met Fant. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
And let's pin them 61. Matchbox lights. Now.
Second and 10. That's caught by Kelly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Mike 56.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Go!
Mike 54! Mike 54! I'm coming!
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check my 45. Here we go. 45 the mark.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Ready.
45, Mike, 45. I'm coming.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check, crunch.
On first down, it's Smith, and an alley to run. Past the 12. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Ito Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got an open man. It's Burnett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. There.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
5.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Go.
On fourth down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Set. 60 outlaw.
I got one.
Ready.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Down. And logo.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze. Double.
Head up.
And they will take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Carolina, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire